It's the Rundown. It's brought to you by Body Armor Sports Drink. As always, I got my Octo Orange. Riggs tells me he thinks orange is gross. Well, that's an incorrect opinion.
But I'm all the way across the board. Orange is gross.
Like he just doesn't like orange.
Yeah, I don't like orange in general.
That's wrong. Your opinion and your thoughts on orange are wrong.
Let me say this. I self-admittedly haven't drunked.
It's a drunked.
We all said different things. Haven't drank a ton of this Body Armor stuff. This is delicious.
Yeah, no, it's
very good.
Really good, yeah.
Yeah, I like this.
I like this. This is what, like 32 ounces? It comes, it's a big boy. You get a healthy serving.
It's nice.
They sponsor the AL MVP and Mookie Betts. See what I did there?
Let's relax.
See what I did there? That's Mike Trout for the kids watching at home. They've got strawberry banana. They got Octo Orange. They got fruit punch, tropical punch, watermelon, coconut. I mean, every sort of flavor and combination, you name it, they got it. It's better than Gatorade, straight up. You drink Gatorade, you're a loser. You're living in the past. Gatorade is from like a billion years ago. Yes. Next level, future, Body Armor. The future is now. They dominate the sports drink realm. Get your Body Armor today. We'll start off with Tiger Woods, because we got our guy Riggs on the show. Actually, we got 7 topics today. A lot of topics. Usually when it's us 3, there's like no topics.
Right. Usually it's a Thursday.
Yeah.
Slow Thursday.
Right. So now we're kicking it off, a 7-topic Monday. Tiger Woods was in the hunt up until the 11th or 12th hole of the final round at the Open. I was telling these guys, they're the boys who cried Tiger. So like I'm checking in on Twitter and I see the emojis and I see Frankie saying he's crying. I don't know whether that's good or bad, but I know he's crying. And I thought to myself, like, okay, what's Tiger? Like kind of in the hunt, maybe within striking distance. Leader through 11 holes on the final round is no joke. So this was finally your time where all of your fanboying was kind of paying off. And then 11 and 12 hit or 12 and 13 hit and it was like that, it was over.
This was it, Kevin.
Yeah, this was year one.
We were there. I'm talking. So we're at the bar. We did a big watch party. Shout out to all the stoolies that came to the Ainsworth. It was great. And Tiger's he teed off 4 strokes behind. Okay, and there's like fucking Spieth, Rory's right there with him. Our guy Kevin Kisner. A lot of good fucking players are like ahead of him. So you're thinking, all right, like one of these guys like Spieth, he's a savage. He's 4 strokes ahead. It could be tough. It could be a bit of a stretch. He's kind of a closer. What's gonna happen? An hour into this watch party, Tiger is fucking looking like a machine. He's 2 under through 9 holes. On the 10th hole, he pulls one into this fairway bunker. Over there, like if you hit into a fairway bunker, you're fucked. It'd be like one of us hitting that bunker, our round is
never
just
getting
over.
out.
Yeah. You just can't get out. Everybody's hitting out sideways, backwards, whatever. Tiger fucking takes this crazy swing with a recoil, flies it from the bunker all the way up to the green. He's got 20 feet for birdie. You're thinking everybody else is floundering. Spieth has made a double. Kiz had made a double. Schauffele had made a double. Everybody's making doubles. It's windy as fuck. Everybody's over par. Tiger's 200 par. Takes the solo lead. So we're all sitting there like,
this is it.
This is not a drill.
One.
Like we've been doing a drill for 2 years straight. This is not a drill. He's fucking leading the golf tournament.
Yeah, he's
so
gonna
we're
win
like
a major. Yeah.
manning our stations. We're going nuts. The bar's giving us like free shots every time he makes a birdie. He's making a couple birdies. It's like 11 a.m. We're a little drunk. I'm telling Heggs, who's my new producer guy, 4-play producer guy, I'm like, start looking up videos of fucking Dave being like, Tiger will never win again. Big Cat. I want everybody. I want all business people.
The list.
Find everything.
Yes.
Get the whole list ready. Let's go. Manning our stations. And then he fucking doubles the 11th hole. And it was Dave, it was like his deal with the devil and all his bullshit, how he clearly was like sucking the devil's dick in his last life, came to fruition because he tweets out like, the only thing that would work is if Tiger wins, he goes double and then bogey. Then he posts his stupid golden bullshit and it's like raining and then the sun literally, God like makes the sun just appear through the clouds. Yeah. So it just turned into a little bit of a negative, but you're right, it was different. He was leading a major championship alone.
I heard, now the power of Tiger, you can always hear about how like it's good for the sport when he's in it. The power of Tiger, I was at a bachelor party yesterday. We were all in the airport, hungover as fuck. Everyone just wanted to be home in bed. Once Tiger started running, everyone was like, I hope my flight gets delayed. I hope my flight gets delayed. Yeah. And they all got delayed. So like we ended up being there for like 6 hours just fucking watching Tiger, and like an entire bar in an airport in Montreal was just captivated by Tiger. That's like, you hear it all the time, the Tiger effect.
They said
it was
ratings,
crazy seeing that.
So the ratings were up like a bajillion %.
They were the highest since they matched 2000 when Tiger won the career Grand Slam at St. Andrews. He won by 8 shots, which is like 3 weeks after he won the U.S. Open by 15 shots at Pebble Beach. And it matched in 06 when he won the British Open at Hoylake, both like a 5.0 overnight rating, which is crazy for a tournament in fucking Scotland at like 11 a.m. on a Sunday.
The time difference there is crazy.
So obviously the ratings are going fucking crazy, which is great because people bitch at us, all like the golf hardcores bitch at us. So like the New Age, the Spieths, the DJs, the Rorys, golf's so healthy, and it's like, those guys are fine, those guys are great, but Tiger's
They
just
ain't
fucking
Tiger.
Tiger.
Like,
When Big Dick's back in town, it changes everything.
I heard yesterday, because the bachelor party was with a bunch of golf guys, so they all kind of know what they're talking about. Is it true that Tiger's never lost a major if he was leading for even 1 second?
No, that's not true. Because he legitimately, in 2009 against Y.E. Yang at the PGA Championship at Hazeltine, he had like a 2-stroke lead going into Sunday, and he lost.
Okay, so I heard that, and that would have been one of the most impressive golf stats I'd ever heard.
Just switching gears real quickly, as far as stats go, did you see that Joey Votto pop-up stat? No. Joey Votto has popped the ball up like 15 times in his whole career or something. It's crazy. He pops it up like a handful of times a year. It's nuts.
How's that even possible?
It's
That doesn't make any sense to me
right.
at all.
You saw that stat?
I think it's 7 career pop-ups, never to a
7
catcher.
times.
Oh,
Infield. All right, I didn't see that. I thought it was like pop-ups, and I was
that's like a fly
what is
ball.
going on? Yeah,
That's a statistical, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Never to a catcher, first baseman, or second baseman.
Infield kind of changes it.
Yeah, infield's a little less impressive.
All right, infield's not
Back
as
to
cool.
Tiger
It's not
though,
as sweet.
the backswing drama. Someone shouting his backswing.
No! What are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, you just get assholes. Like, you get drunk people at tournaments that they're trying to time it, right? Like, they're all trying to do that as soon as you make contact, like, Baba Booey, or whatever the fuck they're doing.
just jumped the gun
And
on
I
him?
think that guy just jumped the gun.
What did he
And
say?
I don't even know. He was just yelling. I
Did
couldn't
Tiger
even tell.
have his little meltdown?
He flinched in the moment, but he handled it way. You can tell too. He's like so much more experienced than this younger crop, like the JTs and the guys that bitch about all the
complain,
time.
yeah.
Because he handled it fine, and he was just like, yeah, no, guy yelled. I know he was trying to time it, probably trying to get on social media. He was like, he timed it a little wrong. That's kind of what our game deals with the level of the
like
game.
The shot, did he shank it, or was it?
He actually hit it in the
affect
fairway.
him?
He kind of
Yeah,
whipped a
all right, so
drive
it
down the
doesn't
fairway. He
matter.
had like 6 feet for birdie.
I
so he
feel
was fine.
like Tiger should just like have those guys killed. I feel like he could be like, he could look at it like a guy of his and point, and then like that dude like,
Well-
like I'll meet you in the parking lot. Some Happy Gilmore shit. Like
Another thing that used to add that's like changed about his intimidation factor is his old caddy, Stevie Williams, was like the biggest physical presence on earth.
Right.
He's like this tough New Zealand motherfucker who like races like
You
cars
ain't-
in
you
his
ain't
free
fucking
time.
with him.
Right. So if you yelled his backswing, he would take you out back and beat the fuck out of you. He used to like throw cameras in the water and stuff. And now he's got this guy Joey LaCava, who's like a really nice guy, but he's not the same. So it's again that like it's all just takes a little bit away from Tiger's intimidation factor. But God, we had it, Kevin. People
I
were fucking
mean,
I'll tell
crumbling
you
left
what,
and right.
I'm getting jacked up again just seeing Riggs' passion for
God,
it. I'm like, I'm
we
happy.
were there.
I'm
We were
standing
fucking
next
Next time we're there.
I'm standing firm. Like, if this ratchets up my hate, like, no, fuck Tiger. He's not going to win a major. I feel like, as a matter of
Why
fact,
does someone else's passion ratchet up your hate?
that's how
I
I
don't know
operate.
why I'm asking
I mean,
why. Like, yeah, no,
that's
I've
like
met.
that's
We've
what
met.
I like literally.
If anybody
fuels
knows who
me
you're
to
talking
live.
to. It's
I
you.
feel like this might be it. Like this was your shot, and you blew it, and now you're not going to get back.
So there's definitely like if I don't want to get too into like, but this Tiger, right? Like his driver stinks. He's like every time he pulls driver, everyone's nervous as fuck because he could hit it out of bounds, he could hit it anywhere.
That's not good.
So this type of tournament, he was able to hit 2-iron, 3-iron, 4-iron off the tees all over the place. He's able to play kind of a very strategic, outsmart the rest of the fucking field, even if he has 210 or 220, and he's one of the greatest iron players of all time. You go to other
stars,
venues
the
like
moons aligned.
U.S. Open venues, PGA Championship venues where the rough is thick, the fairways are narrow. It doesn't suit him as well. So there is definitely a mindset of like, this was a really good
He'll
chance.
never be younger. Like every single major from here on out, he'll be that much
I'm
older.
not buying
But
it.
he's
I'm
getting
just saying.
stronger. He got fused.
He's fused, Kevin. You know.
You're drinking the fusion Kool-Aid.
You know.
huh?
He's
yeah,
fucking
I'm fucking guzzling the fusion.
It's not Kool-Aid. He just is fused. That's just science.
All right, let's rattle through a couple videos here. We got this chick on the New York City subway who just ragdolls this cat. I mean, he's just like shaking him. He keeps his seat, and then she just sits her fat ass right down on top of him. I mean, suffocates the guy. I feel like it's every man and woman for themselves on the New York City subway. If you're pregnant, or if you're like 1,000, I think you should give him a seat. Otherwise, able-bodied, a woman who's able to like fucking shake me, I think we're like
I don't
we're
know.
even.
I don't know if this woman's technically able-bodied.
Well,
I
but you
think
know what I'm
she's
saying?
morbidly obese.
If she can rattle up a fucking grown man, I don't think she's.
This is why I don't
I don't
sit
think
on the
she's
subway.
entitled to a seat.
I don't even
even wanna
risk.
have the
You've been on the subway
responsibility.
a lot with me. You ever seen me sit
Yeah,
down?
no.
Nope.
Strictly because of that. You don't want to have the altercation
Don't
of
wanna
like I
have
don't want to
that
give you the
deal,
seat.
yeah.
I think it's every man for himself, and that chick needs to check herself.
I feel like this was disturbing because there's been a long-standing theory that if you just mind your own business on the subway,
Head down.
you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Head down, you fucking sit down, you don't look at anybody, you don't talk to anybody. From what we saw in this video, that's exactly
exactly
this
what he was
guy
doing.
was following the manual perfectly.
Yeah.
And the lady, this giant lady sits on his fucking
But
lap,
here's my
berates
thing.
him. I mean,
like I really respect the sticking to your guns here. Just give her a seat.
Yeah, no, I get
Before
up
you're
in a
getting
second.
wildebeest sitting on top of you.
yeah, that's probably
like,
the move.
just give her
but
the chair.
Yeah.
I think if you can't, if you're not strong enough to be able to stand up for your duration
Right.
of your subway ride, you should have to take cabs.
Oh, okay. So you're saying you shouldn't even be on the subway at all?
Right. If you can't stand, if a pregnant lady's there, I'll give her the fucking seat. If an old lady's there, I'll give her the seat. But it should just be a rule. If you can't stand, then you
don't get to
you
go on the subway.
I will
risk
say
it.
this: if that lady would have looked at me and just said, "Give me that seat," I would have
Yes,
got
ma'am.
right up.
Oh my God.
Yes,
It would've
ma'am.
been like,
That
okay.
would be the fastest I ever give someone a seat. You
Yep.
could tell that was a chick. She's part of the not fucking around crew.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
even have said anything. I would have just stood up and walked to the other side of the car.
Yeah, I mean, I would have left the car. I would have been
I'm
like,
outta
I'm avoiding this.
Yeah.
She was a beast.
Yeah.
We got this flip-flop fight. This guy is in like an all-out brawl. Just takes off his flops, and he's just whacking people left and right.
No. Oh, shit.
Hey, stop!
Wait, no, Curtis.
Does not seem like it's fun. It's funny. It's great.
Yeah, no, I think it's a fuzzy fingers move.
What does that mean?
Well, Michael Scott, when he's asking Daryl about how they used to deal with it in the streets, he's like, when someone in your gang fucks with you, man, you just gotta go fuzzy fingers before you know you're all laughing. Like that's what this guy didn't want to fight. He wanted to just bring a little joy, get out of the game quick. Bam. Fuzzy
Yeah, it's
fingers.
just it's a symbol to everyone that you're not a fighter.
Yeah.
You're telling
Yeah,
everybody
like,
I'm not a fighter.
I would
like I'm
check out.
flailing flip-flops
I
around.
think I would just not fight before I slipped off my sandals and started.
Well, but you gotta
whacking
risk
people.
it. Sometimes you don't want to fight, and you just get dragged into a fight.
And you would go with the flip-flops.
If I didn't want to be part of that fight, I would probably just take off flip-flops and start hitting. It could go one of two ways. It's either really gonna piss someone off, or it's gonna be like, this is ridiculous.
The best was
It's
the end,
disrespectful for
at the
sure.
like the standoff at the end when he was just standing there. Like, this.
Who wants it? Who wants it? Anybody can catch it with these reefs. I got these rainbows, son. Watch out.
Exactly. That was fight. He nailed it. That's just like, dude, look, don't like. Let's just laugh. We're not. I got flip-flops. I'm holding fucking flip-flops.
If they're the ones too, if they're the reefs, if they're the bottle openers, those might do some damage.
Oh, yeah.
Remember those
That
were
can
hot
hurt
in the streets for a while. Like
And they-
everyone
and
in
they've got
college
some-
had like the bottle opener.
They got some weight to it, too.
Yeah.
You know? Sacha Baron Cohen got a new show out. This clip is brought to you by SeatGeek. You know the deal. SeatGeek, you want to get your tickets to sporting events, concerts, comedy, live, anything is where SeatGeek, that's where you go. SeatGeek is the free app that has all the tickets available on the secondary market. So everybody who's buying and selling is on SeatGeek. So you know exactly what you're paying. You can see, all you gotta do is you find the event, you find your seat, you click purchase, you're done. No hoops to jump through, no nonsense, no prove I'm not a robot, none of that. And you're gonna get the best price possible, and you're gonna get a guaranteed ticket, nothing fraudulent. So download the free SeatGeek app, go to settings, promo code Rundown, $10 off your first purchase. Sacha Baron Cohen is back. He's doing the same shit. He's tricking people into interviews and doing ridiculous stuff in disguise and in costume. It's called Who is America? Last night he tricked Dick Cheney into an interview, and he also did this bit with like I think he's a guy trying to be a congressman.
It was a state. I think it was
Georgia
a
state rep or
senator,
something
State
like
rep,
that,
right?
yeah.
Some government official.
He was a senator, whatever it was, but I believe he just lost his last election.
You don't say. So this cat is on with Sacha Baron Cohen. He's pretending to be like an instructor teaching you how to handle terrorists. And what ensues is just a whole bunch of N-words screamed at the top of his mouth, at the top of his lungs. It's funny. I mean, it's very funny.
It was.
It's very funny
I thought the
stuff.
guy had Tourette's or something. Like, because I've only seen, I didn't watch
Yeah.
the show live.
I mean,
which is a sneaky fact about this show. I think it has like terrible ratings, but it's all anyone talks about on Mondays. So it's like people don't watch it.
The ratings will catch up. The ratings will be catching up.
We'll see.
It's on Showtime, 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Did people like look? You can't say the N-word ever under any circumstances, under any guise.
I don't care if it's an Israeli special forces saying. And actually, he
It just
didn't
doesn't
say.
matter.
He didn't say don't say the N-word. He said that's what he said. He said you have to yell the N-word to get noticed in America.
Well,
And-
no,
Right, he's like,
here's
you're
what he
trying to
says.
draw attention or something like that?
He says, if a terrorist is about to attack you and you need to get attention, like, what do you say? That would work.
But no, but that wasn't-
He says, like, there's one word in America that, like, you can't touch that will get you the attention.
And it was, but then when the guy starts yelling the N-word, he's like, not that
don't say
N-word.
that.
He
Right.
was like, I meant noonie.
The point is, like,
So, and that's the Sacha Baron Cohen, like, trick.
this is like
I mean, he also, the guy was, he's like showing his ass. He was like
He said he'll-
chasing the terrorist because the terrorist would be afraid he was going to catch the gay.
he was saying sand in words. He was
Yes.
saying like all kinds of bad shit. Like
It
what do you,
was
there's
wild.
the Papa John's guy too. How he was trying to use the N-word in like a seminar to not say that.
Yep.
You can't
You
say
can't
it
say it at
ever.
all.
Never
You can't-
under any
you can't
circumstances.
say-
You can't say it.
You can't say, don't say the, like, you can't say
can't even
any
say
of
that.
it. Even
Never.
if you're preaching against it, just don't say the word.
And the guy's statement was great too, where he said something along the lines of, they took advantage of my emotional state. He's like, yeah, that's racism. That was
They
that was
preyed
the
upon your
emotional state they took
racist-
advantage
Right.
of.
That's
You're a
what's in
racist.
That's what they uncovered in there, buddy.
It takes a lot to, like, surprise me on the internet now. When that guy starts and he's just screaming it, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Or when he's chasing him with the ass and he like adds in the USA at the end.
Yep.
Where it's like, drop the gun, terrorists, I'll make you gay. USA!
Yeah, that was one where like even you sent it to me to prep for the rundown, and as I was listening, I turned down the volume.
Yeah, you still don't. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just for work.
We're
I
the
don't
whitest,
co-sign
the
this.
whitest room in New York City, probably. And it's still like, hey, nope.
Tyler's not
gotta go.
visiting, is he? I don't know.
Right.
Ryan Lochte. What was it? Ryan Lochte. Doing Lochte things. This guy is such an idiot. He posts a video of himself with an IV in his arm, suspended 14 months. Just like, pow, done. Lochte doing Lochte things. I guess,
Is he the dumbest person on the planet?
well, I mean, here's the thing. That guy's IQ is like 20. Like, I think he
has to
really
be.
genuinely might be one of the stupidest people on the planet.
Like he could get caught with like weed, like just like on a stick, like, hey Ryan Lochte, come take this, and he'd be like, okay, sure.
You could
like
get him,
like
like, the
kidnapping
box-
a child. You
Yeah.
can just be like, hey Ryan, come with me.
You could get him like a booby trap, like the stick falls out and the box traps him. Like, I caught me a Lochte.
Yeah, this is just like the headline of this alone is a knee slapper.
all good, yeah.
Lochte, well, exactly what happened. You just go. That's Lochte.
14
Classic
months,
Lochte.
That's our
see you
guy.
later.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
14
even know what that means. Like, what, you can't go in a pool for 14 months? Like, I don't know. You
I
can't
think I
compete
would
in
assume
events,
it's just
like,
you can't. Yeah, you can't compete.
Like, does he even, I don't even know what Lochte does, but he's just
knows?
such a fucking idiot. I love it.
Yeah,
He's
he
so
was-
dumb.
What was it, like a year ago? He was in here. He did something with like Francis.
oh yeah, I forgot
Yeah,
about
he
that
did
when
the
he was
pi-
in
he
here.
did a Green Street Pizza review.
Yep.
That was like right around the Rio stuff where he like,
Yeah.
I mean, that was so funny when he like,
This was actually really funny. This,
come on in. We got,
Francis got him great.
Yeah. So he came in and he was on Pardon My Take, and then this was like the first week I was working here, and it was one of the original like This Is Barstools that we did after the one I did with Riggs, and he came downstairs and we caught him in the lobby, and I had printed out my headshot, which is like this glamorous, ridiculous photo. And I said, hey Ryan, this is for you. Do you mind signing? Or no, I said, do you mind signing this?
yes, yeah,
Which
yeah,
is
yeah,
my
I remember
headshot,
this
which is
now.
a ridiculous thing to sign. And he was like, okay. And he like signs it. And he's like, are you an actor? And I was like, yeah. He's like, have you done anything I know? And I was like, mostly commercials. And he hands it back to me. And I was like, no, you can keep that. And he goes, but I just signed it. And I go, no, now everyone knows it's yours. And he was like, he looked at me. And it was such a classic Lochte moment.
Like his brain like short circuited.
Yeah,
like,
he
I don't
literally
get
took
what's
a
going
shit in his head and then walked out, and it was like, it's perfect.
I love you got to watch his brain spin in real time.
Yeah.
Just to really send him down the
I mean,
gutter.
that's like the definition of bullying. It's like I put like a special needs person in a mental pretzel. I got him. I got that big idiot.
Oh, hey, Brian, can you sign this for me? It's my headshot. Okay. I'm an actor.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What kind of roles have you done?
Just mostly commercials, so you can keep that.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's for you.
But I just signed it.
Yeah, but now everyone knows it's yours.
All right.
Thanks, buddy.
Sounds good. Well,
All right, I'll take the marker.
Yeah, you can take that back.
Have a good trip.
Yeah, you got it. No
Thanks,
problem.
buddy. See you.
I'm golden now.
We said like
puzzle to work with that like was above his pay grade. You know, just try to work your way through
Poor
that.
Ryan.
Yeah.
I actually like him.
I like him
busted his
too.
balls here,
Yeah.
making horrible fun of him. But
He was great. I think he was like really nice to everybody when he came in. But
Yeah, he
he's
was.
just.
I mean,
I'm
he's a
sorry.
good-looking cat.
He has no brain.
He's a swimmer. He's the boy without a brain.
Not being mean. He's just a moron.
he has blonde hair and no brain.
And
Yeah,
we
but
said,
listen,
stating
you
facts
are you're good at swimming. You're bad at brains. You're bad at
and I love
using your
that
head.
we sent like Mr. Harvard Francis down to just pretzel his brain too. Stuff.
I thought you were Mr. Harvard, so you're just
He's
giving
way
that
more
throne?
Mr. Harvard than
Okay.
I am. I think that's pretty clear.
Last topic of the day brought to you by WordPress. Go get yourself a WordPress site, and who knows what happens next. I got myself a WordPress site. Now I'm here.
Me too. So I got hired.
Right?
WordPress site.
What was yours?
It was sammy-riggs.com.
Was it just like a sample, or you had?
I just wrote a bunch of
four
sample shit. I
Barstool.
tried to get like my friends to follow and stuff, but you know,
Right,
it was
right,
like a
right.
WordPress, all that shit.
Right.
It's very easy.
Yeah, it is. You sign up. It has all the templates, all the different like artwork, all the different coloring. Just boom, you got yourself a website. You don't have to know how to code or design. None of that. Barstool runs on WordPress, so you can do it too. You can get 15% off your
we're
brand.
idiots and we still manage it. So
Yeah, that's
probably
basically, it's idiot proof. It's like Ryan Lochte could run a WordPress website. Go to wordpress.com/Barstool. You get 15% off your new website. Jeff, our design menace, walking by. They've got 24-hour support. Plans start at just $4 a month, and you get that 15% off. WordPress.com/Barstool. R. Kelly, last topic of the day here, lucky number 7. He has a new song out where he's just blatantly saying, I admit it, I did it. Not a good thing to say. I think at one point he's like talking about women. He's like, of all ages, of all sizes, like I had done them all.
Yep.
you can leave out the sizes part there.
not
The
great.
age is really gonna grab the headline. Like,
Not
R. Kelly
good.
fucked a fat girl one time. Also a 12-year-old.
Yeah, not good at all. Here's the thing about R. Kelly. I think he's been untouchable and like bulletproof, primarily because of the Ignition remix, all these years. Like everybody kind of knew it, and then I think he's like truly bulletproof because there was pushback this year. People rallied it, and there was a couple women out there who were like, guys, look at the track record.
He was like kidnapping people, right?
I mean, he
Wasn't that?
married Aaliyah. She was like 16, and he like somehow married her legally. He has a long track record of, at the very least, accusations of like a lot of underage sex. We all know about the peeing and the tape, and so finally there was like some rallying against him, and even that didn't work. Like I think they took him to the brink, and like he seems to be okay. Even if you look at this video, so he put it on his Instagram Live. Someone screen recorded it and tweeted it, and all the responses on the Twitter are like, "This song is fire."
Oh, is it a good
It's
song?
like, I mean, it's got a catchy beat, and it's
The
R. Kelly.
song is fire. Come on.
It's like, I don't think it can be. I don't think you can like stop R. Kelly.
So I haven't heard it. I just went through and just read the lyrics, like transcript.
Yeah, I mean, it's
transcribed.
no like Ignition, but
No, it was bad.
I mean,
It
it's
was
19
just, like-
minutes long, right?
Yeah, it's like trapped in the closet type shit.
It's older than the girls he fucked. Like,
Oh, got it. Nice.
You nailed that
Like
one,
it,
Johnny.
like it, Johnny.
Did you
Well
come
done.
in with that, or was that
Hey,
on the-
Francis, did you hear that one? Francis used to work that into
He's not
his-
going to be happy.
into his
with
next
that.
account.
what happened?
Wow.
Listen, I don't know if you got. I don't know if you got any R.
I don't know if you're going to be able to handle this
If
one.
you got any R. Kelly jokes, you might need to bump them for this one. R. Kelly's new song is 19 minutes long, and John said, I mean, it's older than the girls he's fucked.
That's
So,
pretty good.
I mean,
That's pretty good.
Might want to work that into your next Waka
Yeah.
Waka.
See you next Waka Waka.
Yeah, waka waka.
You know what? This is going to sound really fucked up. I don't think this is going to be funny. So hopefully we can just cut all this.
Good lead-in, yeah.
There was a kid when I was in high school who was like the equipment manager on the soccer team.
Okay, no government
won't-
names, but I'm
I'm
pretty
not
sure
gonna
we
give
can
his name.
probably track him down at this point.
When he was really young, I think he'd had a stroke. And so the
really
left
not
side of his body was paralyzed. And he was somebody that was like this inspirational story for our team. And in the final game of our senior year, he got out on the field and played a little bit. And it was like this heart-wrenching moment. We were all...
Lacrosse?
No, soccer.
Soccer, sorry.
And then he just Facebook messaged me today, actually, out of the blue. I haven't spoken to him in like 10 years. And he was like, how you doing? I was like, good, man. What have you been up to? And he's like, well, I actually spent some time in prison. And I was like, what? Why? And he was like, it's really fucked up, but I ended up sleeping with an underage girl. I didn't know it at the time. And I was like, how old was she? And he said 13. And that...
We're definitely cutting all this.
Yeah. Well, that was like, I was like, wow, you'd have to know. That's too young. Like, that's way too young. Anyway, so that all happened today. And he asked me for my forgiveness. And I was like, I feel like that's just too far below 18 to forgive. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway,
Also, like,
so
I don't think your forgiveness is really what
forgive
matters.
R. Kelly, you know, I guess is the point of that story. Good stuff. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, clap up for Randall there.
The fuck was that?
That was the weirdest thing I've ever been a part of. Dead serious. Weirdest thing I've ever seen.
That's the rundown.
Well, that's right. Yeah, that's,
mean,
you
I
gotta
thought it
stop
was a stand-up. I thought it was.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
what
it was-
I thought like a big
I was
like,
ready to.
punchline.
I thought it was going to be a big one
coming.
because there's a lot of dark.
Yeah, like that definitely felt like this is so outrageous that this is a setup.
Yeah.
You know when a comedian is telling a joke that's
Yeah.
really, you can tell it's very fake, but you're okay with it because it's going to be funny. No, that was just some guy fucked
That
his
was just
13-year-old.
literally a
Why
story
did,
that Francis
Francis,
told
why
me.
did he care about your forgiveness?
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, your forgiveness does not matter.
No, why did he care about your
Was it like you? Were you the 13-year-old? Were you?
I think he's been reaching out to a lot of the people from the team who...
Okay, you know what? I think we're good.
I apologize for asking.
think
That
we're
was a mistake.
Yeah,
That was a
yeah.
big mistake.
It was the wrong choice of a story of a parallel to R. Kelly, because as far as we know, R. Kelly never had a stroke, nor was he inspirational. In
You
that
never played
regard.
soccer.
But anyway,
Probably not a soccer fan.
13-year-olds too young to forgive. That's the whole point. Yeah.
Okay.
Agreed.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming, Bob.